So today I'm going to walk you through how to apply a toner. If you've bought one of our toner kits while we're closed due to COVID-19, this is how you're going to apply it. First of all, we'll start about letting you know what a toner is. So pretty much a toner is used when you are looking to neutralize unwanted tones, enhance tones, or refresh hair. So typically after highlighting or balayage, you'll hear us use the word toner. So in most cases, we're using our demi-permanent color line, View by Dadamas. It's beautiful, offers high shine, it restores health to the hair. It's going to seal your cuticle after a lightening service. It also helps us counteract brassy, unwanted tones or enhance golden, warm tones. It can also be used just to refresh the ends on brunettes. It's really endless what we can do. And what we love about offering this to you is the fact that because it is demi-permanent, it's really not going to affect your natural hair. And it's going to allow you to have a seamless grow out. It's going to fade gradually, up to 20 washes you can get out of it if you're using proper color care shampoo and conditioner. Depending how long you leave it on for will affect the longevity as well. Typically they recommend 20 minutes for these toners. We will also occasionally use a base breaking toner, which is something very different. It's meant for our lighter clients that already have some highlights in their hair that are just looking to blend. So I'm not sure if that's something we're going to be offering at this time, but that is definitely one of our other options. So today we're just going to focus on demi-permanent toning with the View. So this is what you can expect your kit to look like. You're going to get your toner. So it's a little bit frothy because I shook a couple colors together, but you can see it's quite liquidy. So that is the pigment there. This is our activator. So this is what helps the toner work. Basically, color needs an accelerant to add oxygen, and that is how the chemistry works with color. We also have a toner bottle as an option. Now we do have very few of these in the salon, so this will be by deposit, and you will have to return this to us if you want to see that deposit back. We really appreciate that because we are so limited and we do want to offer as many clients a toner as possible. With that said, if you don't want to go with the brush and bottle, we can hook you up with a bowl. You'll be provided with a tail comb to section and bring the toner through, and a pair of gloves. I would recommend wearing gloves because this color can stain and also protect your clothes and your skin. And you'll get a few hair clips as well just to help with the process. When I'm toning, I prefer to use the bottle method. So we're going to mix our colors in. We're going to start with the pigment. And make sure if you have extra long or thick hair, you do let Renee know because it is measured out, and the last thing you want to do is run out of product. All right, so we've put that in there, and now we're going to shake it up. You want to shake the color up really well till it's all mixed together. I know it looks a little bit dark, but don't be scared, that's just the color oxidizing. It is not going to turn my hair brown. So even when it's on, if it looks dark, don't panic. We're going to mix up what you probably last had at the salon. Now that your toner's mixed, we're going to apply. So I made sure I was wearing a robe so it's easy to take off and rinse my hair out. You can use an old t-shirt if you don't mind. Try to find a small towel. You can wrap around your neck as well. I have it secured so that just as I'm doing my toner, I don't get anything on me. I also laid a towel down on my counter. I don't know if you saw before, but when I was mixing the color, I accidentally spilt some out of the back. So it will stain. I mean, we don't want to be responsible for ruining anyone's bathroom, so just take caution. Gonna make sure you put your gloves on too. We're gonna start on clean, dry hair. I started by clarifying my hair with the So Lucy Salt Scrub. It removes any impurities and any buildup and just prepares my hair to take on the toner. I also like to balance the porosity of my hair by putting in a little bit of conditioner before I tone. So I've used the Vegetarian Miracle from the Nourishing line. It's my everyday conditioner. I absolutely love it. So I had that in the shower, I've rinsed it out. I've let my hair dry a little bit. You can towel dry as well. Just make sure your hair is clean and a little bit damp. It's just gonna help with the porosity and it's just gonna set you up for more success. So we're gonna start by sectioning my hair out. It's usually just easiest to start from the bottom down. And then that way your hair isn't taking on too much of the tone at the front. The hairline tends to tone a little bit faster. So I've split. You want to make sure the section isn't so big that you can't saturate it. But yeah, also be mindful about how much product you're using down here because you don't want to be in trouble when you run it down here. So you're gonna take your bottle and brush and you're gonna start by applying the toner into your ends of your hair. So you can add a little bit into your hand like that. Rub it through. You don't want to do this too aggressively. You don't want to create any breakage in the hair. You just want to make sure it's coated with the toner. So I would say get both sides done, and then if you decide you need a little bit more, you can go back into it then. If you have someone you're isolating with and they can apply this for you, even better. But if you're going it alone, just follow my tips here. So once I get that applied through, I'm just gonna run my comb through, make sure everything's getting saturated. And we're gonna take our next section. So just take this above the ear here. My hair is quite growing out, so it's a little different how high I'm taking it. So I'm not focusing on putting it right at the root because I have not had my roots done for quite a few weeks. Also, if you make a mess of your face like I just did, you can use your towel there to clean you up. And you want to make sure you're doing this relatively quickly. It does have a 20-minute oxidization period, so you don't want to spend all that time just applying the color. So I'm going to continue to take my hair in smaller sections and work up to the top. I would say, just try to get as much hair covered as possible. You don't want to realize you've left spots, so really saturate well. If you've had your blonde done a bit more recently, you can kind of apply root down, but I'm just not wanting to waste color where I don't need it. So alternatively, if you're using a brush and bowl, you can section your hair out with that and paint it on more like a color, but I love the bottle for the simplicity of it. So you want to make sure you're getting the back, so just apply a little bit down there as well. Don't be shy, but just be mindful of how much you're using. Again, if you think you're gonna need extra, just, ask for maybe a little bit more toner. The more you need, obviously, the more your kit is going to cost, but it is worth it to make sure you have enough product. So you can see we're pretty well coated here. Maybe 2 more sections to go. My toner I've chosen for today, it's gonna be quite cool, iridescent. It's gonna tone out a lot of the yellow. It might even look a little bit silvery at first. So even if you find that your toner over deposits a little bit, I promise you within a few shampoos, it's gonna brighten up. And if you can leave it on for 20 minutes, it gives you more longevity. So I'm just moving up to the top here and making sure to saturate really well, especially where you can see it around the hairline. So just making sure I've got that top bit done, and we're gonna bring it through the ends. You can hear I'm starting to run out of color a little bit. So take your foot off the gas a bit if you hear that noise. You definitely want to make sure you've got enough color for the top part here. So you can see your application does not have to be perfect. You just want to make sure you're saturating all your hair. So if you're blonde, you should be making sure that you're getting all the blonde and not spilling it all over yourself. See, it's much easier to just come into the salon when you can for a toner, because you see it can be quite messy even for us pros. You can flip your hair up and just add a little bit more into the nape and underneath. Just make sure you get your money's worth out of the bottle and you're really well saturated. So, because I have quite a bit of product in my hair, it's roughed it up a little bit. I'm actually just gonna go in with my wet brush and bring it through that way. This is just how you make sure you've got your whole head saturated towards the end. So you wanna brush through. Be careful not to rip through your hair. We don't wanna create any breakage. Blonde hair is already fragile, so that is why I would recommend doing a bit of a reparative conditioner to balance your hair out before applying your toner. And normally when we apply a color, we tell you not to clip it up. Don't put it in a ponytail, nothing like that. But this works a little bit differently. So I'm gonna clip it out of my way. I'm gonna let this process for 20 minutes and then I'm gonna rinse out and blow dry, and I'll show you the end result. After 20 minutes, I washed my hair with the Nourishing Shampoo. I followed up with the Vegetarian Miracle Conditioner. I then blow dried my hair. I first applied the Milu Hair Shield. This protects against heat damage and breakage, followed by the Liquid Spell, which restores and repairs the hair while offering body and shine. I then put a couple drops of oil. This helps with frizz and adds moisture to the hair and also strengthening as well. Once my hair was fully dry, I then did a top coat of the Shimmering Mist just to add shine and help with the flyaways. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it's gonna make it easier for you to apply your toner kits. I just also like to mention that these little containers that your color comes in are recyclable, so please make sure to make it into the recycling bin. So this is the end result of my hair. I absolutely love it. I feel so refreshed, and I hope you feel the same way too once you get your kits.